Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Writer's Corner. I'm your host, CP Lois. Today is going to be a very interesting one. I've gotten in trouble for saying this for the last 15 years, and I'll continue to get in trouble saying this. But when it comes to writing, the rules we're told to follow are opinions. 95% of opinions. Why? Well, we have grammar rules, right? And you have a story. You have like a story outline, like how you want to do it. Like I mentioned before, like the pyramid. Starting action, rising action, climax, falling action, conclusion. You want to have those in there, but again, those points can move. It's just a basics fall story. But most of the rules we have and we hear are because publishers have found it works. People prefer reading stories a certain way. I keep getting that late in my classes. Try to avoid that. Certain things though, people like faster paces now. Like I said, I like passive voice. What's today's passive voice, I should say. What's ing is not real passive voice. It's considered, it's basically being too wordy. That's basically what passive voice is now. You ask people who have 100 different things of what it is. Writing omniscient. It's not cool right now. I actually like omniscient. And head hopping is a term people like to throw around, where it's multiple points of view in the same scene. Now, true head hopping is multiple points of view in the same paragraph. If you do in multiple scenes, that's omniscient. And there's several kinds of omniscient. You have close, where you're actually in it and you're actually delving into people's head, or you have the narrative style that's more distant, where, well, Sally doesn't know that Johnny's doing this to her, like the old classic style. And head hopping, the easiest way to get around that is basically you do something with the head. You have them smile, nod, scratch your cheek, rub their eyes, laugh. It's something to draw attention to the head. You notify the reader. It's their perspective now. That's one of the, easiest ways to do it. But it's not popular. So, in the definition, as everybody's known in the last 10, 15 years, definitions have changed due to people's feelings. It is what it is. So when we take it with a grain of salt. We all have our different styles. The thing is, the publishers know what's successful for them. They're not always right, because there are a lot of books that are failures they put out there. There have been stories about that, because nothing is guaranteed. It is what it is. Editors are taught to edit one way, in general. And that's what they want. Everyone wants it nice and simple, systematic, and, easy to do, in a box. That's the main thing. Everyone wants it in a box. One thing, like I mentioned before, like Stephen King was one of my favorite writers. And I would mention things like what he would do, or other authors would do. And now, if they're authors that cheat, everything's doing different thing, different ones. And someone would tell me, it's like, well, Stephen King can write like that because he's Stephen King. And I was like, yeah, he can write like Stephen King because he wrote as Stephen King. He wrote as himself. That's the thing. You have all the stories where some people, they break all the rules and they make a living, others don't. And it's because, it's a lot of it's cookie cutter. It is. Let's be honest. It's publishers want, things that they are familiar with, that they can crank out, that, they don't have to put too much effort into, organizing. The editors can go in there and go through it, get it ready, and take care of it. It is what it is. It's like everyone has their different things. Everyone has different tastes. I'm a natural rebel. I'm a natural nonconformist. I'm going to do things my way. Now, if I like something, it's okay. If I like something, I'll use it. So we will get bombarded. Well, we are bombarded with 10,000 different ideas, rules, opinions. And the thing that works, and this is what I'll tell everybody, I've told them for years, I'll always tell them this. Take what works for you. If there's something you're told, there's something you're told, we're told, whoever tells it. If it works for you, if you think it'll work, use it. Take what works for you. What doesn't work for you, that's okay. Over here, leave it. Leave it for someone else. If it works for someone else, that's great. Because that's the thing. We're all unique. We're unique individuals. Writing isn't art form. Art is expressive. And when you want to sit there, you must follow these rules. Be in this little box. You know what? Art's not in the box. I'm sorry. Maybe if you want to make millions, if you when the big time publishing and everything, okay, then you're in a box. It's up, it's all our choices. More power. We all do what's best, what we feel is best for us. If that works for us, that's great. I have nothing against it. More power. Go to you. Do you. You do you. And that's the thing. But it's like just understanding that, it's a different animal. It doesn't always work out like it's like people think it should. We are an eclectic bunch. We are all unique. We all have our different ideas. We all want to follow different ideas. We will argue over it. We'll have some good fights over it. But in the day, we're creating something. We're creating, our own world, our own characters, our own stories. So let's have fun with it. Take what works for us, leave the rest, and let's not get bogged down with what we woulda, coulda, shoulda do. Okay? I mean, it's easier said than done, but it is kind of fun seeing our own visions come out like how we want to put it out there. Always stay true to us. That's the best we can do as artists. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. Think in the comments about it. Do you prefer all the rules? Do you do your own thing? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for your time, for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great one.